Hey everybody, welcome to my Suburban Oasis. So it's a beautiful day outside today. It's probably going to be a high of 77, but it's really nice and cool this morning, and I thought I would do a little bit of a project. So we're going to try to pull out some of these landscape ties and just backfill with some mulch, because I really want to make this bed a little bit bigger, and that way the brick will be right up against the soil, and I may be able to even add a little bit of edging plants into this area. So let me show you what we're going to do. If you're enjoying my channel so far, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or even hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified anytime a new video comes out. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so here we are in the Potager garden, and last year I installed these brick pathways, sort of in the shape of a sun, which I am enjoying. These were some used bricks that I got Facebook Marketplace and from an old friend as well. And basically I was able to lay them down, and I kept the old landscape ties because I didn't have time to get rid of them, but you can see them all along the edges here. What we're going to do is work on one side today. So this side over here, and then along the front of the border right here is all connected. So we're going to try to pull that away and then backfill with some mulch, and we'll see how it looks. What I'm hoping to be able to do here is simply lift from the corner, and hopefully it will all come up in one really big piece. And then I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to pull it out, but we'll figure that out as we go. Now these landscape timbers have been here since I have been at this house, so they are definitely starting to rot out, which is why I want to remove them, mulch back in here, and then just continue to use the rocks that I use around the rest of the yard for a little bit more continuity. All right, well, we got that out pretty well. I think I'm gonna have to reset some bricks. Let's take a look. So you can see from this angle how nice that's gonna be to have that extra maybe 4 to 5 inches of space. But there's definitely some bricks here that need a little bit more of my help. So let's get those going. I'm actually quite pleased with how smoothly that came out, and the small amount of resetting I'm going to have to do here. It's really great. This is another reason why I kind of set things in my garden on a temporary basis, so that, like with these bricks, I can easily and quickly reset them because they're not like stuck in with concrete or something else. Now I'm just going to take some of the soil that's along this edge and just soften it down a bit. And again, I'm primarily going to backfill with the mulch. That will give it plenty of time over the winter to kind of settle in. wanting to do this for about a year now, so I'm super excited to finally be getting it done. Just ran out of time last year. And I hate doing these kind of projects when it's so hot outside in the summer. I may need a little bit more pea gravel to put between these bricks, but that'll just cost me a few dollars. Nothing big. I like to use inexpensive materials that are easy to replace because they're readily available. It's also really nice to use natural materials and not have this treated lumber in the yard. So in my garden, I still do have some more of these landscape ties around my other potager garden beds, but I'm just kind of trying to plug away at it one at a time. You can't get everything done, so I want to encourage you that if you see a big project and there's ways to kind of chunk it out, to do that, because it can be a great way to stay motivated and be able to get it done. Now the front side of this bed had 2 landscape timbers instead of just 1, so I probably will need to use a little bit more mulch in that than I do here. Okay, let's take a look at what we have so far. Look how nice this looks. I'll just come through with a broom afterwards and clean this up as well. So you can see that landscape timber on the left side along there I also want to take out, and I have a few more in other beds. Okay, the top landscape timber came out really easy, but there is still one that is in there, so I got to get that out before I can put the mulch down. So if this wasn't treated lumber, I would just let all of this kind of rot into the ground, but I think I got most of it out. Once we get the mulch in, then we're just going to line it with the rocks. And I might need to backfill a little bit behind the rocks. but I have a couple more bags of mulch. All right, here it is. This is my new Hori knife. I'm loving it. The one that I had before was a gift from my mother-in-law, and she died from cancer, and so it's kind of a sentimental item, but it started bending because it wasn't made out of really great material. So I have this one now, which is amazing because it's a full tang. It goes all the way up. It's a nice solid wood handle. And I mean, this thing is not going to bend at all, and it has a really nice sharp edge, so that will help with dividing perennials. And I'm just loving using it. So I'll put a link in the description as well to where this is from. Oh, lovely. This is a great learning moment for some of you. If you ever open up a bag of mulch and it looks like this, where you have like small white fungus growing in it, it may be unsightly, but there's no problem with it. It's just how mulch breaks down. There's some moisture that's in the bag when it was bagged up, and as a result of that, the fungus has grown. And it's not going to hurt your plants. There's nothing wrong with the mulch, so go ahead and buy a bag if you see it discounted somewhere at a store because it's that fungus. I actually was at a store the other day and they were moving a ton of mulch out, and I was like, where are you going with that? They said, oh, well, it's all covered in this fungus, so we're moving it out. And I was thinking, oh, I'll buy that from you for $1 a bag, or you could just give it to me because it's perfectly good. Nothing wrong with it. But a lot of people don't like it because it is a little unsightly until the fungus dries out and dies, which it will, usually within like a week or two. But you know, just like clearance plants, people get frightened of the fungus, or they're not sure what to do with it because it doesn't look right. We have a real thing in the United States of things looking perfect in order to buy them. Okay, just gotta straighten this out a little bit. Didn't quite get the edge right. Oh, I'm so excited to get this done, you guys. I think I want to put this curve a little bit bigger over here in this corner. Okay, well, I'm pretty enthused with the way that this project turned out today. Check out the curve over here on the edge in the back of the bed, along with the way that the rocks are finally showing because they're no longer stuck up underneath of the plants. And then the path, I think, looks much nicer because it's even and open. And again, I'm going to come back through and grab a little bit more pea gravel just to put down into the cracks. But all in all, I am so excited to have this project done. Look at that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project today. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you soon. Bye!